Welcome 7th and 8th grade parents and Durkin scholars to our 2020-2021 open house presentation.
I'm Ms. Sauerwein. I'll be teaching 7th grade math.
I'm Ms. Diana Escobar-Sansone, and I'll be teaching 7th and 8th grade science.
I'm Ms. Deborah Birmingham. I'll be teaching reading and writing, 7th grade.
I'm Ms. Smith, and I will be the LBS 1 teacher for 7th and 8th grade self-contained.
I'm Mrs. Branch. I'll be teaching math and Algebra 1.
I'm Mr. Rodriguez, super excited to be teaching civics and social studies for 7th and 8th grade.
Hi, I'm Ms. Duggar, and I am teaching reading and writing for 8th grade.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Clam, and I'll be the LBS 1 also for 7th and 8th grade.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Reynolds. I'm the school counselor.
I was muted, sorry. I'm Mr. Martinez, and I'm a teacher assistant.
I'm Mr. Rojas, and I'm a CETA.
Then we're happy to have Mrs. Gorman, who's joining the upper grades also.
Okay, 7th and 8th grade, our schedule is going to look a little bit differently this year. From 7:45 to 7:55, you will report to your homeroom for attendance and social emotional learning. From 8 to 9:20, you'll have your first rotation. You'll have virtual hallway or break from 9:20 to 9:25. From 9:25 to 10:25, you'll have your first part of your second rotation. Then you'll have virtual hallway again from 10:25 to 10:30. You'll have your enrichment classes or special classes from 10:30 to 11:30. From 11:30 to 12:20 is your lunch break. From 12:20 to 12:40 is the second part of your second rotation. From 12:45 to 2:05 is your third rotation. And then at the end of the day, from 2:10 to 2:30, you report back to your homeroom for social emotional learning.
Okay, 7th and 8th graders, if you received an email from me today, you know that you have a specialized schedule. If you see Miss Smith or Miss Clam on that schedule, you know that this is what you'll be following. It's very similar to the schedule that Miss Clam just went over. From 7:45 to 7:55, you will be in your homerooms. From 8 to 9:20 a.m., you will be having science and social studies with me. It will be alternating each week. 9:25 to 10:25, we will have our first half of math. You will then have your enrichment classes and lunch. Afterwards, we'll log back on and we'll finish math from 12:20 to 12:40 p.m. We'll finish the day in my classroom with ELA reading and writing from 12:45 to 2:05. Afterwards, you guys will return to your homerooms.
And students who have my name on their schedule, it will be similar. I will be sending out individualized schedules for those students to their emails. So please check your emails. And the schedule that I will have is first rotation is ELA inclusion. Our second rotation will be math resource. And the third rotation will be ELA resource.
Okay, 7th graders, these are your specials or enrichment schedule. You will receive library, Arabic, music, art, PE, or computers, and you'll follow the color-coded day, just like the rest of Durkin Park School. We will start on day 1, which is September 8th. So based on your homeroom, this would be your schedule for your specials or enrichment rotation. The next slide is going to be for 8th grade. So depending on your homeroom teacher, this will indicate to you which special or enrichment you have every day. We'll start with the blue day and continue to move through that as a school.
The codes for the 7th grade classrooms can be found on this slide and in Mrs. Smith's classroom. Teachers will email the codes for the other classes out to their students. The codes for the 8th grade classes can be found on the following slides. So that would be Ms. Duggar, Ms. Branch, and Mr. Rodriguez's classes. And then Mrs. Clam's classes are down at the bottom.
In order to add to the Google Classroom codes, you might have received emails. We want you to utilize the homeroom Google Classroom code right now so that we can give you the information that you'll need as we move into the classes. So as long as you have these homeroom codes, we'll be able to direct you to which classes you will be in.
Okay, first of all, communication. We will be using Class Dojo to ensure clear and consistent communication with families. Please be sure to sign up for your Scholars Homeroom Class Dojo's code in order to receive timely information regarding meetings and updates. We'll be available for family-facing office hours on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 10:45 to 11:30. Please email the teacher to schedule any appointments. Otherwise, we will respond in a timely manner to all emails and all Class Dojo messages. On the next slide, we have Class Dojo links, so you can reach all of the teachers through those links. Please use those.
All right, guys. Social emotional learning. This is one of our top priorities, and we will be spending the first week to address the social emotional needs of all our scholars in order to build supportive relationships and create a welcoming learning environment. We will continue to reinforce and incorporate mindfulness activities daily, such as calm classroom, morning meetings, gratitude breath, and mirror magic. We understand success comes from both academic skills and social emotional skills. To us, guys, your feelings absolutely matter.
Curriculum and instruction. Scholars will be instructed at grade level in all subject areas. Teachers will use strategies to address any learning loss while providing grade level content. Grading. According to Illinois State Board of Education and Chicago Public Schools, we will return to the normal grading system during remote learning this year. Grading will be fair and based on student knowledge and mastery. Scholars must complete assignments and participate to accurately be graded and assessed.
Attendance. According to CPS policy, scholars are required to log in daily for attendance. We will take attendance at the beginning of the day and the end of the day during our homerooms. Teachers will also take attendance during each class daily to ensure scholars are actively engaged in remote learning for the duration of the school day. Attendance and punctuality are very important to the learning process. Requirements for when a scholar will be marked tardy, present, or for half-day attendance will remain comparable to a normal school day. Please note, participation in remote learning is not optional.
The slide that we're showing you here is the Google Meets expectations. So moving into the fall this year, you will be doing a lot of live Google Meeting lessons with your teachers. And so these are the expectations that we have as an entire grade level, 7th and 8th grade. So first things first is that we have to be on time. So make sure that you are waking up prior to the regular school day of 7:45 to get to your homeroom by that assigned time. You can even log in a few minutes early to be present in the class. Make sure that you have a quiet space. So you are going to try your best to either have on headphones or find somewhere in your home or wherever you're at in your location to kind of give yourself some independent space to be able to interact with your peers. Make sure that you're prepared. Your computer should be charged. You could be using headphones. If you're still in need of technology, please reach out to Mr. Acosta. In terms of presentation, make sure that you have appropriate clothing on. Sit up straight. The camera should be in your view so that we're able to see you. So your camera should be on and the teacher and other students in your class are able to interact with you. Please mute yourself unless you are engaging in discussion at that time, and your teachers will go over more about having your mic muted or unmuted. In terms of participation overall, just make sure that we are focused and attentive and an active participant. So do your best to eliminate anything around you to distract you and gives you the opportunity to be focused in class. In terms of the chat box, we would like you to raise your hand either visually or within the chat, just type a question in the chat, but the conversation or discourse that happens in the chat needs to be appropriate. We are not speaking to one another about off-topic things, but really utilizing the chat to deepen our learning. If you are speaking, try your best to speak as clearly as you can. We know that virtually sometimes technology can take us in different ways, but we are going to do our best to make sure that we stay on topic and be respectful, kind, and considerate.
The high school application information, you'll be getting lots of updates sent to you, but here's a brief summary. The activation codes that were supposed to be sent out have not been sent out. They are now set to be delivered to the families by October 5th, 2020. You will have to open an online account. The first step in the process is to open that online account. Go to gocps.edu and click sign up. After you create your username and password, you will enter your parent guardian information. You will need your activation code for this. Eligibility. Families will be able to see the programs to which their students are eligible to apply based, in most cases, on the NWEA MAP scores, 7th grade final grades, and or attendance data. This criteria will be revised and will be posted for your reference. The programs to which the students can apply are grouped into two major categories: selective enrollment programs and choice programs. There are some important dates to keep in mind. September 14th, 2020. This is when the Go CPS website will be available for families to start researching their options. October 12th, 2020. This is when the application is supposed to open for families to begin to apply. And December 11, 2020 is the deadline for families and students to submit their applications. As I mentioned, the revised criteria for the high school application process will be posted for your reference. I'm also including the CPS Office of Access and Enrollment contact information for your use and reference.
We are looking forward to a great school year.